What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? This is gonna be your review for Big Brother. See, All Stars 22. We are here on eviction night, eviction number two. David, Nicole, AF is on the block. Y'all know which Nicole I'm talking about, child. So here's the thing. Couple of things went down in this episode. First of all, David, you're an idiot. So Nicole is campaigning. She's actively going around the house and she's campaigning. So she rolls up on Davon and she says, "Hey, I know that David's your friend, but I really need your vote." Davon was like, "Listen, he ain't my friend, okay? But let's be clear. I'm rooting for everybody black, and I made a promise to myself that I just could not vote. There's never been a black winner. Celebrity Big Brother don't count, and I gotta stick to what I said." She was like, "I hope you understand." And of course, Nicole was like, "Well, no." She was like, "I understand, but," and she was giving her some really good reasons. And she said, "Listen, I get it." In her confessional, she said, "I get it that Davon wants to vote black. I get that, but she's not thinking about her game. She's thinking emotionally and not with her head." And Nicole brought up a good point. Nicole said, "Listen, you want to see somebody black win? Why not it be you? So you got to play this game for you." But I understand where Davon is coming from, and I probably would feel the same way. I ain't gonna lie. Like I already told y'all, I'm rooting. Somebody asked me on one of my lives who I want to win. I was like, at this point, I'm rooting for all the black people. Now, when they get eliminated, then I'll tell you. But other than that, at this point, I can tell you who I don't want to win, Memphis. But so then Davon goes to David to talk to him. Because I guess Davon is like, "Listen, if I'm going to put my game on the line, let me go have a conversation with the bruh." So she goes to talk to him, and David, I don't understand you. I didn't understand that whole conversation. Davon was like, "Listen, word on the street is you working with an alliance. I don't care if you're working with an alliance or not. I'm just letting you know what people are saying. And I came to talk to you about, you know, you being on the block and what can we, basically, what can I do to help?" David was like, she said, "Well, are you in an alliance or not?" Now, Davon, a minute ago you said you didn't care, but then you asked him. And he's looking at her like a deer caught in the headlights. And then he finally says, "Well, yeah, I'm working on something." "Yeah, you working on something because your ass ain't in an alliance. So you only working on something because you really ain't in an alliance. You just got people that are pissed off at Memphis and they didn't want to see you go home. You really not in no alliance." But anyway, whatever, child. So it seems to me like you're on the block. All help is good help. Like, I don't understand why you would alienate Davon. I don't understand why you would kind of come at Davon like that. Like, and Davon was like, "Okay, well, so who are you in an alliance with?" She was like, "So you are in an alliance?" And he was just kind of like, "Well, yeah." Well, she said, "Well, who?" He's like, "Well, I'm not going to tell you that." Now, I understand him not doing that, Davon. You do too. You understand him not telling you that. But it was like, the conversation was so weird and awkward. And I'm like, "David, you are on the block. Somebody is coming to you to talk to you about giving you their vote and trying to talk game with you a little bit. And you are sitting there acting like she asking you for your social security number. Like, dude, what is wrong with you?" So then he gonna tell her, "Well, I think you need to just chill out a little bit. Like, you just doing a little too much. You need to just calm down. You need to just chill out." Davon was like, "Do what? I need to I need to come. That's what I needed." Okay, cool. So she walks away. I give you credit because I think the old Davon would have probably got loud and it would have turned into a scene. But she walks away. She goes to So then he goes to Bailey and says, "Bailey, you might need to talk to her and tell her, to chill out." I told her to chill out. Bailey was like, "You did what? You you told her to chill out." Oh. She said, "You might want to go catch her. You might want to go catch her right now and apologize because that wasn't a good move." And it really was weird. So then Kesar approaches Davon about an alliance, but Davon was like, "Listen, I hear him doing a whole lot of talking, but I don't hear him giving me nothing. I don't hear him offering me anything. He doing all of this, but he's not offering me anything." So then on the other side we have Nicole. Now Janelle and Kesar were trying to save her, and they really were. They everything they told her they did. They did. They weren't playing with her. They weren't bullshitting her. But the other side of the house was getting in Nicole's head, and they were making it seem like she's lying to you. She's gonna, she's gonna string you along, and then she's gonna dog you out the first chance she gets. She's gonna, throw you under the bus at the first opportunity. Like, you need to watch your back. And it was getting in Nicole's head. And then Nicole ended up turning on Janelle. Them the only people that had your back, girl. What is wrong with you? She ends up turning on Janelle and acts like, well, you didn't do enough. And she really act like it was Janelle's fault that Memphis put her on the block. Well, you said you had pull with him. I guess not as much as you thought you did. Well, and Janelle was like, I really did try. Well, not hard enough. I was like, whoa. Well, where is this Nicole coming from? Because how you just gonna jump on Janelle like that? That's what you're gonna do? You're just gonna jump down to Janelle's throat like that? Like, I thought that was a bit much. And Janelle felt bad because she was like, I really am trying to save her. Like, I don't understand why she doesn't believe me. But see, what Janelle didn't realize was that the rest of the house was doing this in Nicole's ear, telling her she don't care about you. She ain't thinking about you. She gonna throw you under the bus. And of course, Memphis is sitting back like the mad, scientist. My plan's coming together, which it kind of was. So we get to the vote, because that's pretty much how that whole thing went down. We get to the vote, and Memphis's thing is, I just don't want a tiebreaker, because I don't want to have to break a tie. Because honestly, I really don't care who goes home. Cody really didn't care. But I think, because Cody is still tight with the alliance, at least from what they showed us on the screen. But we know Tyler really wasn't feeling it. And his whole alliance is kind of giving him the side eye, because they were like, you have really squandered an opportunity. You're going to get rid of Nicole or David when you have the perfect opportunity to get rid of a heavy hitter like Janelle, and you have the votes. And I am just like, again, as much as I love Janelle, that's the best gameplay. And he was like, well, I just don't want any blood on my hands this early in the game. What blood? What blood? Like, Janelle and Kesa, that is it. They don't have anybody else. It's the two of them playing by themselves. And you have this whole 6-person alliance, like, which would have totally been loyal to the alliance had you backdoored Janelle. Oh, they would have ran the house. If he had backdoored Janelle, whether it worked or not, if he had backdoored Janelle, oh man, that whole alliance would have been on board, which means it would have worked. But you know what I'm saying. But now his alliance is looking real shaky. And all of them are giving him the side eye right now because they're trying to figure out where he really stands with them. So, with that being said, we get to the vote. And some very interesting things happen with the vote. We get to the vote, and only 2 people voted to keep Nicole. Kesar and Janelle, you say? No. Enzo and Kevin. Enzo and Kevin. Okay. Okay, Enzo and Kevin. So, Nicole is gone. And she felt like a damn fool when Julie told her, listen, Janelle and Kesar had your back and they did exactly what they said they were going to do. And you didn't believe them and you you screwed it up. And at the very least, you would have got a couple of more votes, because I don't understand why Janelle and Kesar didn't vote for you. But Janelle is one of those people, like, if the votes aren't there, I'm not going to give a sympathy vote. Like, I'm going to go with the majority. If the majority is voting for David, and I'm going to go with the majority. I'm not going to throw a sympathy vote to Nicole just to make her feel better. If we don't have the votes, we don't have the votes. Which, I don't understand that, but whatever. Because whatever. So then, we get to the head of household. Now, the head of household is this competition where they have, how they again, it's just a different variation of the same game where they had to push the beer bottles down the counter, and wherever it landed, it was a point value, and whoever had the most points in the least amount of time, they had 30 seconds to do it was 3 counters. And of course, if it fell off the counter, it didn't count, and all that good stuff. So, we have, excuse me, Oh, y'all, sorry. I know I started work today. I went back to work today, child. So, um, of course, Cody went first, so he was in the lead first because he was first. Then I believe Enzo took the lead from him. Then Ian took the lead from Enzo. Then Tyler took the lead from Ian. Um, Tyler is the new head of household, and I'm actually here for it. I think that's going to shake this alliance up. I think it's going to shake the house up because I think people like Memphis and Cody are going to assume that Tyler is just going to go along with the get along because they're in this alliance together. But I think Tyler is kind of done with Memphis. And I think Memphis thinks he's going to have an easy week. And I don't know about that. Now, I don't know if Tyler's going to take a swing and put Memphis up. I don't think we're there yet. But I do think Memphis is going to realize that, wait a minute, maybe they are not as on board as I thought. Maybe I really did screw up last week. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be the case or not. I don't know. But that's what it is, y'all. That's what happened. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in those comments. Peace. Who you think he going to nominate? Who do you think Tyler is going to put up on the block? I think it's going to be Janelle and Kesar. Remember, they can't play in the safety suite. They can't play for safety. I remember Janelle was trying to put Nicole, whichever the other Nicole is, child. I think F. In Memphis's head. Like, I really do. I think that's what it is. I don't know, y'all. We're going to see. Or maybe they're going to try to do a backdoor situation. I don't know. But I think this is going to round up to be a good week, I think. Let me know what y'all think. Drop it in those comments. Peace.